Yep. What's up, y'all? This is Real Law back in effect. Ain't never went nowhere. Just been chilling, maintaining, relaxing. Y'all know how we do it. And as usual, back to exposing, you know. So, on this beautiful Saturday morning, of course, I wake up, you know, brush my teeth, wash my face, shower up, things like that, right? Scour the YouTube streets, and of course the coon is over there disparaging again, right? He's taken a story of a sister that threw her kids off a bridge. I believe one died and one survived, and then the other one I believe was with family members because they thought the third one was with them, but the third one was with other family members. But Crispy takes the story, right, and equates it, of course, to what? All black women. Points the finger and says the fact that, this is what y'all call queens and these are your black mothers, and, doing a real, disingenuous, disservice to black people, black women all around the world, because he takes a story of a young lady, right, who apparently was dealing with some mental issues. That's the real underlying question. That's the underlying problem of what's going on in this story is mental issues. She, like the family said, they suspected her of having a mental problem for years. But Crispy doesn't home in on that as a disrespectful, woman hating, black woman hating, ignorant buffoon out here supposedly reporting the news. He takes a news story and says, see, look, this is how all black women are, right? And you notice that white people don't get online doing that. But white people, they kill their children or they do some heinous acts. You don't see white men getting on YouTube and saying, hey, look, y'all, these are all white women. See, this is why y'all shouldn't date white women. And this all this madness. This is, the only off-code buffoon coon on YouTube, traitorous Negro like this on YouTube doing something like that. And lying, right? Taking a separate situation that's dealing with mental issues in this system, right? And God bless those children, man. God bless those children. It's a tragic thing, what happened. Nobody's taken up for the sister. But I'm saying, let's look at the underlying issue here, which the family points out is that they suspect that she had mental issues for years because they say that she was burned at 3 years old, right? What do you think that does to the mental capacity of a young girl, Crispy? Whatever was going on with that family, they say that she was burned, and however it happened, she didn't go into the details. But I would say that would create in a 3-year-old, and you growing up with this, it would put you on a whole nother spectrum mentally as a young girl, Crispy. See, you wouldn't understand that. You want to be a young girl. You want to be a girl, right? But you're just not. And you would never understand anything like that. See, your problem, Crispy, is you don't have mental issues. You're just a gaslighting a liar with a YouTube channel. That's it. You're a liar with a YouTube channel. And these are the channels that they really need to be taken, right? Because it's dangerous to say that, hey, look, this girl threw her child off a bridge. These are y'all black queens. These are y'all black mothers. And you got thousands of people watching this like, yep, following you. That's the dangerous part about this. You don't look at the real issue. You don't read the stories. You just see black woman. Oh, she got braids or weave in her hair, and you attack. Over there calling the girl fat and ugly and just dumb, non-laughable jokes, joking about this serious matter. And what it's about, Crispy, is what happened to, those children. And overall, what she was dealing with. If you look at her, you could tell she was on a whole nother spectrum mentally. But you don't look at that. You take the story and bastardize it, right? Bastardize it, dumb it down, take the truth all out of it and apply your conjecture along with some pointing the finger at all black women. That's your gumbo bowl of foolishness right there. See, and when you hear the actual news report the story, you don't hear them get on there talking about some, oh, look at this is how all black women are. That's how you're just useless, man. Useless. Let's let the news play.
Her children off the Cross Lake Bridge in Shreveport on Friday. One child died. The other, we were last told, recovering at a local hospital. Today we got some insight from the suspects' family members. KSLA News 12's Destiny Patterson talked with them over the phone today.
So you said that you felt like she's been painted in a very negative light over the past few days. What exactly do you want to clear up?
Now, understandably, when you have channel holders like Crispy, who takes the story, right, and just lies it up, talks about it in such a way where all black women are just murderers, they're no good, this is expected of all black women. You will see why you will have people coming out and, attacking the family. On top of the fact, it is a sensitive story when it's dealing with children, especially when one was murdered, right? But look deeper into the story. What was really going on in that family? Because black women don't wake up. For the majority, for the most part, black women, that's not innate in them to wake up and just get their children and throw them off bridges. That's a mental illness dealing on a whole nother spectrum conversation that Crispy obviously cannot have, because he's ignorant and he's childish in the mind. He cannot have that conversation. Black women don't just get up and just kill their children like that. For the most part, black women love their children. Black people love their children, right? If you look at the story, if you look closer, you dig deeper, pull up the bricks, so to say. Let's surf through this rumble, and let's see what's on the surface. Okay, and then when we look, we see mental. She was dealing with some kind of issues, and like this sister's getting ready to explain that the family was trying to seek help. But see, Crispy had painted like, well, why would she not, evaluate it? Crispy, when you don't really have the resources and you don't really have the people bagging you up, to go and get that kind of help, you can understand. Right? So let's listen to the story right here. Listen to the sister.
People painting a picture of her being just this terrible person, like she's just a monster, like she just intentionally tried to do this. That's not the case. The most important thing that I want to point out is mental illness.
Eureka Black's sisters say she was burned when she was just 3 or 4 years old.
Head to toe.
You hear that? That she was burned when she was just, 3 years old. Do you know what that'll do to a child, Crispy? Huh? And that could be just one of the issues that went on with this sister. But see, you don't look for this kind of reporting, do you? You see black women and it's time to attack and hate, right? Get the story wrong. put out your propaganda, your attack, right? So what do you want to have a utopia of all men running around and doing what, Crispy? Huh? Let's listen to the sister.
She needed mental help to get through that, and
let's go back a little bit.
Eureka Black's sisters say she was burned when she was just 3 or 4 years old.
Head to toe. She needed.
Hold on. She said she was burned when she was just 3 years old, head to toe. Wow. Head to toe, a 3-year-old child burned. And when you look on how a person can carry that energy, that negative scene or part in her life, right? You can see how she crossed the line. Although, she should have gotten help. No, this shouldn't have happened to those children. Everything should have been all, peaches and cream. Of course, that should have been that. But when you have underlying issues, a child being burned, like the sister said, from head to toe, or when you're dealing with a sister on a whole nother spectrum, right? Let's go.
Mental help to get through that, and we didn't have the sources. She grew up feeling alone, not wanted, not loved.
You hear that? Like she said, they didn't have the sources. In other words, they didn't have the compensation, the money to fund something like that. Ain't that? And really, you got to look at it as, that's a shame. But this ain't just happening amongst this family. This is in a lot of black families, a lot of mental issues, and all the abuse that's going on. It's not to be exploited, Crispy. It's not to take one woman's situation, one woman's foolishness of what she did, and then paint the picture and say this is what all black women do. You're wrong. Damn gaslight. Let's go.
Since then, they say they've tried to get her help for her paranoia, even saying they believe she had undiagnosed.
She needed mental help to get through that, and we didn't have the sources. She grew up feeling alone, not wanted, not loved.
Since then, they say they've tried to get her help for her paranoia, even saying they believe she had undiagnosed mental health issues.
Sometimes you don't want to believe what you see. I'm going to say that. And then when we really did realize something was wrong with her, she lived without any of us knowing.
Her sisters say they've been trying to get custody of Eureka's kids, even reaching out to Child Protective Services.
They didn't believe because she could act normal. But my mom...
Let me go back. Someone touch on it a little bit.
Been crying out for help for years.
Now the family says it's about showering Eureka.
Crying out for help for...
Okay, so you heard that sister said that when they finally found out, or when they basically put 2 and 2 together and tried to, get her help, tried to get custody basically of her kids, that sister up and left. So it's not like the family sat down with their arms folded and did nothing. They tried to help, right? They called the children's services. According to the sister, she said they called children's services, and then the sister was able to put on a normal act like there was nothing wrong. So that, they didn't do anything. The point of it is, Crispy, is that the family tried. They tried. But when you got someone who can be normal when talking to white folks, but then when they get around you, or that's on a whole nother spectrum, what are you going to do? See, a lot of Negroes like you, Crispy, do that. You get around white folks and, you get to shucking and jiving. You straighten your neck up. You talk appropriate. You act right. You talk like you got some sense. But when those people leave, then you put your nigga shit back on. You see? And that's basically what the family is saying. She was able to communicate normally to CPS or Child Protective Services, or to the people that they were trying to get her help to. She was able to communicate normal, so that when the evaluation came, there was nothing there, right? Or it could have been just old-fashioned. Hey, well, the system's full. Hey, she's talking like she's talking normal. Hey, it's out of our hands. A lot of the times they don't give a damn about black people and their plight, and their children, their economic deprivation and situation. They don't care, right? It could have been a thing of that. Anywhere it go, they tried to get the family tried to get her help.
When we really did realize something was wrong with her, she left without any of us knowing.
Her sisters say they've been trying to get custody of Eureka's kids, even reaching out to Child Protective Services.
They didn't believe because she could act normal. But my mom's been crying out for help for years.
Now the family says it's about showering Eureka's kids with love.
We just want to thank everyone who came out to show support, and we're gonna give him all the help he needs, and her daughter.
Reporting in Shreveport, Destiny Patterson, KSLA News 12.
A drive-through birthday celebration for that survivor held over the weekend.
So, you see there, Crispy. That's what it's about. That's what's sitting at the core of the problem. That's the root of the problem. This mother was burned, like the sister said, according to her, well, I'll say allegedly, according to the sister, she was burned from head to toe when she was 3 years old. Carrying that negative energy, that illness with her all her life. And we don't know what else was going on in the family. But that's not to say all black women, Crispy. Anything for clicks and views. The YouTube dollar. And it's a damn shame, man. It's a shame. The mother said the sister said that her mother was, crying out for help, was trying to get the young lady help. But no one would help her. But at least in the end, they were able to come together, right, and get custody of the rest of the children that survived. That's the good thing about the story, that the other two children were able to survive. But it's sad that the other one didn't. It's very sad. And no one is taken up for this sister in such a way where we're going to excuse the murder of her child and the attempted murder of the other ones. We're not going to excuse that. That is a shame. But that is something that is in that family. A demon, so to say, if you want to say, a satanic issue, if you want to say, that's going on with that family, that the abuse that was going on with that family, the burning of the sister when she was 3 years old, all those things is what played a part of what led up to that, that doomsday night, so to say, that fateful night. So that's my little commentary on it, Crispy. You're again, as usual, spreading your propaganda. You have no protection for nobody. You won't even protect your own mother, Crispy. Calling your moms the B word, calling her bitch and whatnot. You don't have protection for your own child, bruh. Got you even saying that. So it's no surprise to me that you would take and flip the story up on his head and make it seem like it's all black women. But it's not, Crispy. It's this sister and the mental illness that's going on in that family not let alone his sister alone. All right. And with that said, this has been the law. I'm out. Peace. Enjoy y'all day.